Hey guys, Sarah Clark with Perry & Company. I'm here to talk to you today about Airbnb and let you know that I actually use my house for Airbnb, and it's been a really good way for me to make some extra revenue. Thought I would be nice and share some of that information with you guys, so maybe you could do the same thing. Step one is you gotta buy a house. Now, I hear a lot of people say, I don't have 20%, I have some student loan debt, I don't have enough money to remodel. Those are all fair concerns, but before you make that assessment yourself, I think it's best that you talk to a realtor. Okay, so you bought a house. The second step would be to get yourself set up on an account on Airbnb. Many of you have Facebook, Instagram, maybe some of you are on a dating site. It's a similar process. It's really not that hard. So you set up your account on Airbnb, and now you need to describe your listing. Now this part's really important because this is where people really understand what they can expect from your space. And I would say professional photos are very important. Is your place cozy? What parts of the house can they use? Can they use the entire thing? Are you renting out just a room? This is all put in place to really help people understand, what they're paying for and what they should expect in coming into your house. So you've nailed the listing, and the next step would be for you to describe the area that it's in. Again, this is another thing to kind of help set up people's expectations of what they're getting from all of this. And my advice would be to make sure that you have this stuff kind of listed out somewhere, because otherwise you can expect a lot of phone calls or texts. And if you want to be a tour guide, by all means be so. It's not my personal preference. That said, you want to see, is there bike rental? What restaurants are in the area? What activities are there to do? Am I on a bus line? Kind of things like that to help people generally understand where they are and figure out their way around the city. Now let's get to the nitty-gritty and really talk about how you're going to price this so you can make money. Airbnb does have a smart pricing component. I find it to be a little bit low on the pricing side, but how you want to book your place is totally up to you. Some people want to pay their mortgage, some just want a little money to offset some costs. That's totally your own prerogative. I like to find the pricing on different homes in the area, and that's kind of the route that I take. But also consider in those components, what are they offering in addition or not in addition to what you're pricing as well. The next thing I would recommend that you do is check your local laws. I know here in Denver that you need a short-term rental license in order to host your place on Airbnb. So just make sure you do your research. Every city's different, and we just want to make sure you're in compliance. So you've posted your listing online, and people are starting to search you, and you're seeing how many views you're getting a day, and they're starting to inquire about your property. And at this point, what's important for you is to maintain a strong response rate. And I say that because that percentage of response shows up on Airbnb, and people do take that into consideration. So at the end of the day, someone messages you, they want to know if your property is available. Even if it's not, just do them the favor and acknowledge them. So you've got your first booking, awesome, this is great, you've done all the right things, and your guests leave, and now it's time for you to review them. Make sure that you do this. Also make sure that you are honest. Help all of us in the Airbnb world to make sure that we know if those guests are bad. At the end of the day, those people want to see what you wrote about them, so they're also going to in turn review you, and those reviews are what build your business. So by following these 8 steps, you can be on your way to growing your wealth and giving yourself a little bit more financial freedom. In the process, if you need any help, in that first step in buying a house, give me a call. I'd be happy to help you.